For those who know, BYWE is coming back under the new name BYWE Reborn. Now, I have some good news, bad news, and a lot of updates that I need to be telling everyone. For those who saw the post, me and someone who will be making their BYWE debut are now the new managers of BYWE. Now we're gonna ignore that thank you video. We could have stayed, I guess you could say, out of business, but you know, we didn't want to disappoint you fans. We love doing what we do. Not to mention there's a few people that were upset because they felt like their wrestling career was over. People like Red Ace, Twisted Jester, and a few others. Now, this is going to be a fresh start. All the titles are vacated. The only title that we're pretty much keeping is the Intercontinental. Still vacated. It's like we're starting all over. This is like NXT Black and Gold, where the other one was NXT 2.0, if you get what I mean. Now, we're going to have some familiar faces for all of you, and some debuts. Because there are people who've been wanting to debut, but then, you know, a lot of backstage drama happened, and yada yada yada, and it just ended. The familiar faces are Twisted Jester, Red Ace, Barbarian, which Barbarian is going to be leaning more into a part-timer as he's following a different career, but he'll still be doing it from time to time. I would love to do it, but unfortunately, I'm back in my home state of New York, and I have to have knee surgery soon. My first year in BYWE. It wasn't kayfabe, by the way, no. I've had a severe knee injury that put me out of action for a few months during my major rivalry, for those who remember. And ever since then, I've had knee issues. So, I won't be really in the ring as much anymore, but I'll be doing like backstage shit, managing. Now, there is someone who's going to make his triumphant return after a lot of people decide to make up lies and kick him out. And I know him. He's a really great person. He didn't even get a chance to shine. He was only here for a few months. He literally debuted in the Rumble, same as me. I'm not going to say who it is, because I don't want to really spoil anything. People were complaining he was also unsafe. Well, the thing is, when you don't have people willing to train each other, what do you expect? We're not professionals. We're not going to go out there and perform at the levels of Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Adam Cole, Kevin Owens. We're not going to freaking give 5-star performances. We're not even indie wrestlers. We're backyard wrestlers. We're inexperienced. We need to be trained. We need to start training everyone. So, with this new management, we're going to make sure people are trained as best as they can be, so that way we can avoid injuries, because we've had a lot of injuries during the past few years, myself included. So we want to avoid that. And injuries, you know, kind of fucked up some storylines. You know, COVID did too, and blah blah blah. Not to mention, if you're not training people, some people like Black of Hearts and Rocky Jackson, who desperately needed to be trained because they couldn't wrestle themselves out of a wet paper bag, for crying out loud. But yeah. Now whether you... what else was I going to address? We are going to have 2 new people debuting, as far as I know. It's not going to be a huge roster, but it's a start. Hopefully, some of the old ones return. They can still do NEW, you know, but hopefully they can return. But there are a few people that kind of burnt the bridge that are not welcome back. And unfortunately, those people are Rocky Jackson, Prince Chandler, Jake Matthews. Jake Matthews has been, I don't know why, but constantly running his mouth about Red Ace ever since he first appeared in BYWE. Don't ask me why, I don't know. Just has an issue with him for God knows what reason. We're not going to tolerate that shit. Rocky Jackson and Prince Chandler has been running their mouths a lot lately. Well, guess what? You burnt the bridge there, buddies. Everyone else is welcome back. Whether they choose to come back or not, don't know. Now, even though a story, when BYWE ended, a storyline kind of got dropped, like the Twisted Jester Blue Spade storyline. Hopefully, Spade can, whether he returns as full-time, part-time, or even just to make an appearance to finish this storyline and finish this rivalry, that would be great. It really would. Because we don't want to, don't want to end that unfinished. No. But, you know, can't force him. That's on him if he wants to come back and do it. But yeah. We're hopefully, gonna be returning to filming tomorrow. Now, the first major storyline is, you know how AEW's doing a tournament for titles and shit. I believe it's a new title, I can't remember what it's called, but they're doing that tournament. We're gonna do a tournament similar to that for a vacant Intercontinental title. And we're hoping to get the old original BYWE World title back. I say the original because we can't get the new one. It's technically not our property. You know, the people who kind of quit, went to NEW, whatever, are the ones who paid for it, so. But this has been Bobby J. Whether you're just joining me, or whether you decide to watch the video later, this is just filling you up on the updates and everything else. I hope you guys enjoy, and we're sorry for the inconvenience on the past few months about all this bullshit. We're glad to be back, bringing everything back, hopefully better. Rockstar, out.